Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Hawker D-Dry Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. To my left, I have Hi-Vis Brian wearing the new Hawker from Dainese. Now it's D-Dry. Fully removable, waterproof, breathable D-Dry lining. I'll tell you, one of the things that jumps out at me, besides the fact that this black really is crossover, Dainese looks at this jacket and says, oh, it's more of a sport adventure touring. I look at it in all black and I say, that's got Ducati Multistrada written all over it. That's got sport touring guy or sport commuting guy written all over it. And honestly, depending on what you ride, Murdered Out, Ducati Monster, you're all over that as well. So again, they've come out with a jacket that in my opinion is 3 to 4 season, fully removable, waterproof, breathable liner, 4 big vents that are going to vent directly to the body, and the beauty of this jacket is that there's an internal thermal lining that is fully finished, that is really that Dainese mid-layer that costs about 120 or 140 bucks. So you're getting that standalone, and this jacket's coming in sub $400. So in my opinion, of the new 2016 collection from Dainese, this is absolutely one of my favorite products. Again, 3 to 4 season, thermal, waterproof, flexibility to wear it how you like it, and it's not overstated. I like the more classic stuff. I like more muted jackets, and I like more muted textiles. And remember, if you're gonna step up from here, you're looking at something like the Super Speed D-Dry, which is flat out more sporty. And there are 3 other colors of this guy, and they all become a little bit more sporty. They become a little bit more adventurous, but the blacked out, that's where I'm always gonna gravitate towards. Now, to my left, Hi-Vis Brian, 6 foot, 192, 3 pounds of beard for a total of 195, 42-inch chest. He's wearing a size 52 in the new Hawker. And notice, I would consider it a sport cut. Has some adjustability in the arms, down along the waist. It's going to be waist, or it's not hip length, it's really waist length. That's why it gets a little sportier. Keep that in mind. Not overly aggressive, but not relaxed either. It's meant to be svelte for an athletic build. As always, use a size chart. You're not gonna have any issues there. But what I'd really love for you to do is click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Hawker D-Dry, and if you don't, I'm just gonna cut them. I'll cut them, like, yeah. So, moving back into the nuance of the jacket. I talked about the embroidered Dainese logo. One of my favorite parts. I like understated, I like muted, blacked out, murdered out. Got you right in the mix with Dainese. I got you that time. So we look at the vents. We talked about them earlier. Direct vents to the body. They're going to flow a ton of air. Liners out, warmer time of the year. Now, if I look at this, 4 vents on this guy in black in the summer, that's really up to you. At speed, you'll feel the air, but it's not going to be like a mesh jacket. Keep that in mind. But for me, to 3 to 4 season, there's enough flexibility depending on how you're riding, where you're riding. You can really stretch it out. 2 basic hand warmer pockets. If we look at the sleeve, bicep and forearm adjusters down here, and then you're also gonna have a snap down at the cuff. All in though, I like the way it comes together. Up here towards the collar, 2 snaps, and you're gonna have your waterproof breathable. Get your beard off of me. Down there, don't ever do that again or you're fired. Turn back that way for me. Now, if we turn Hi-Vis Brian to the back, so he can't look at me or touch me with his beard, if you look at the shoulder here, you're going to have this injected style shoulder. It's a hard shoulder on the outside, different than the leathers, which would be co-injected. But what I've done here, I've never really loved this shoulder. It's hard, it's functional, it sits atop another piece of armor. But what I do like about this one is they gave it the Dainese logo. It finishes it off nicely, adds some aggression to what I would consider a softer, rounded edge. I think it pulls it together really, really well. Moving down his sleeve, notice a pop of reflectivity, 45-degree angle micro-elastication at the elbow, and then you get into big Dainese composite armor all the way down. So again, your CE armor throughout the jacket, and the back's not gonna come with a back protector. It's gonna be your Wave, it's gonna be your Manus. You're gonna upgrade it to CE1 or CE2 after the fact. Turn backwards from there, HBB, touch me with the beard, I'll stab you. Now, if we look at the back here, right? Reflective at the top, more reflective down the middle. It's a mixture of Duratex and Boomerang fabric. They have a little bit of a different flavor. You have some stretch here. Notice on the shoulder blade, stretch there, stretch there. Coming down the back, and again, there's your other 2 vents all the way down. And notice it does have a nice drop seat, 360-degree zip. You're gonna be able to marry this up with something like the D System or the new Drake Air. Again, this is the top half of a 2-piece riding suit that you could wear for extreme hypermiling, or you could commute in or just aggressively roll around town. I actually think this jacket in black looks subtle enough too that off the bike, you just look like a badass. You don't look like a stormtrooper, which again, for me, getting off the bike, like Ducati Monster, rolling into a restaurant, I want to look maybe a little less motorcycly sometimes, depending on where I'm going. Come back around to the front. Bearded wonder. Now, if we open it up, open this guy up. Let's bring it down. You're going to see first the D-Dry lining. No frills, super packable. They could have made it thicker, they could have tried to finish it, they didn't. They said, keep it waterproof, damn it, and get it out of the way. So when you're using it, it's gonna be in, it's gonna do its job and be that waterproof, breathable liner, making sure that Mother Nature can't get to you. But when you're not, super packable, super stowable, it would fit in a tiny, tiny tank bag. You're good to go here. If we look at the inside, you've got the nano feel liner. Again, it's very comfortable. It's gonna wick sweat away in the warmer times of the year. You have your pockets for your Dainese thorax or your split chest protector. Now, you do it, you unzip it. Now, if hi vis Brian, I saw you, you're like gearing up to get me again. We're gonna unzip this, we've been here for a while today. So if we move, and we bring down that zipper, now you're getting into the stretch mid layer. Bring it back like that. That is one of my favorite things about this jacket. Again, under 400 bucks, and you're getting a $120, $140 piece in the jacket with this liner, this mid liner that you can wear every day at your desk. So again, big fan. I wear one of these all winter long. Just really nice. Unzip that for me as well. Aha, foiled again. So if we open it up, you're gonna see fleecy on the inside, has your basic pockets to it. Again, no frills, but just a really nice micro fleece. And it's warm too. It's sweating, unfortunately, I just touched that. So keep this in mind, Super Speed D-Dry is gonna be your step up. The Hawker is super premium, but it's working in a lot of different functionality, from airflow, from protection, from Mother Nature, and cold protection as you beef into the gnarlier times of the year. The next step in your journey is to click the info button, visit RevZilla.com, the product page, read other rider reviews in QA about what folks that have put it through its paces have to say about the new Hawker D-Dry. As always, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Tell me in the comments what I should stab him with. Best answer gets a free t-shirt. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.